Marriage can get bland, boring, and straight up frustrating. It can just be hard and a source of pain in your life. Nobody wants to live like this. You probably want some passion back in your marriage. I'm going to show you how to get it back. I'm going to explain the reasons passion breaks down and how to get it back. I have done thousands of hours of therapy with couples who are really struggling in their marriage, and they're struggling with the hardest stuff. And I've seen them be able to get the passion back. I know what it takes, and I know how to get there. So I'm going to show you how. I've had couples come into my office, and sometimes they sit on the opposite end of the couch of each other, and they look over and they just send darts in each other's directions. They kind of hate each other. And we get talking, and a bunch of anger comes out and frustration. And as I talk to them and I'm learning what's going on, I'm actually thinking something. I'm thinking, hey, they have a chance. Now you might be thinking, anger, sitting far apart. Why would I be thinking they have a chance? And the reason is because the opposite of love is not anger. When there's anger there and there's energy there, it means you still care. The opposite of love is apathy. When a couple gets to a place of, I don't care anymore, do whatever you want to do. I'm not going to fight for this anymore. That's when a relationship really, really breaks down. So if you're in a relationship where there's energy, where there's frustration or anger going on, that might actually be a good thing. One of my favorite shows is Gold Rush, and I was just watching it the other night, and there was this mechanic on the show who was working like 20 hours a day and doing all kinds of really difficult projects. And by the end of the show, he was just done. He didn't care how much gold they got. He didn't care what happened. He was just done. He was spent, he was tired, and he was done. If you let issues go in your marriage for way too long, eventually both partners or one partner can get to that place of burnout, just feeling done. And that's where you don't want to get. So before the passion goes away, realize the issues and face the issues so that you don't get to that burned out place. Believe it or not, one thing that's killing passion in your marriage has nothing to do with your partner. It's about you. Let me give you an example. So a person who feels like they're unlovable or that they're going to get rejected, if I'm that person, if I had a lot of experiences in my life where I felt like everybody rejects me, then when I get in a marriage or a close relationship, I'm going to actually start to gather evidence that they're going to reject me, that they're going to hurt me, that they're not going to love me, and I'll start to push away. And my own shame and my own trauma is actually getting in the way of a healthy relationship. So that's actually good news because it's something that you can really do something about, something that's within you to look at your fears and your trauma that's getting in the way of real healthy connection. Your own stuff will get in the way, but also if you're consuming or using your partner and your spouse, as much as you try to get them and use them, maybe you're using them for sex or validation about your career, how much money you make, or whatever it is, if you're using them, that's going to push them the other way. So if you have a lot of your own shame going on, saying, I need you, I'm needy, I want you, I need you to validate me, they're not going to want to be close to you. That's not love. That's actually quite the opposite of that. So look at why you're using your partner and how you use your partner and work on those behaviors in order to bring passion back into the relationship. Fear is what undermines passion. Fear is what makes partners show up defensive. They disconnect, they lie, they manipulate. It's all fear. Now think about what type of fear is it? In a relationship, what are you afraid of? Usually it comes down to two things. You're either afraid that you're going to get rejected or that you're going to get abandoned. Our biggest fear as human beings is that we're going to get abandoned, that we're going to be alone and we're not going to be loved, that we're not valid, we're not seen, we're not understood. So when we are scared that that's going to happen, then we do all kinds of things to make sure that that doesn't happen. And those things are what undermines safety and trust and kills passion in a relationship. Think about the word passion. What does that mean to you? What does that look like to you? It's not people playing games. It's not people showing up in fear. When I think of passion, I think of mindfulness, vulnerability, connection. You're in that moment with somebody and you're feeling the experience with them. It's beautiful. You're passionate about the relationship. You're passionate about the connection. And it feels really good to just have that together. Before I tell you how to reignite the passion in your relationship, if you're looking for more help with your relationship in your marriage, then please subscribe to my channel. You cannot and will not create passion in your relationship unless you love yourself. I know it's cliche, I know you've probably heard it all the time, but your ability to love depends on your ability to love yourself first. So stop and do your own work. If you're lacking in a sense of self and knowing who you are and trusting yourself, then examine that. Work on yourself so that you can love yourself. One of the most important things that brings passion into the relationship is what I call polarity. It's the polarity between the masculine and the feminine. The masculine is attracted to the feminine. I'm not talking a man and a woman. I'm talking about masculine and feminine. So bring your masculinity into the relationship. Bring your femininity into the relationship. Own it, honor it, support it, so that you can create that polarity together, which creates passion and connection. You may not fully understand what I mean by polarity and masculinity and femininity, so I'm going to link to another video so that you can gain a better understanding of what that is and create more passion in your relationship. Believe it or not, you're not going to have much passion in your relationship if you don't invest anything into it. So it's a basic thing, but spend some time and energy on your relationship. Talk to your partner, go on dates, do things that you love together. And the more you do that, the more connection you'll have. And the more you'll want to do that with each other because it will feel good to connect when you give it some time. Remember that passion thrives on trust and safety. You won't have passion unless you feel safe together. Passion is about being vulnerable with each other. And if safety is broken down, if trust is shattered in the relationship, then you're not going to want to connect. The relationship will be a source of pain and hurt, not a source of peace and happiness and connection. So work on that foundational piece of trust and safety if you're struggling with passion in your relationship. You may be watching this video and thinking, I thought it was easier than that. I thought it was we could buy a toy or have more sex or spice it up or whatever it is. I'm talking about what's underneath. If you fix these issues underneath, if you love yourself, spend time on the relationship, have trust and safety, then buying the toy, having more sex and spicing it up actually becomes really easy and really fun. So do the hard work and address what's underneath. If you're struggling with trust and safety in your relationship, then check out my course, Healing After Your Heart's Been Shattered, and it will help you rebuild that trust so you can have passion again. Check out my course, Healing After Your Heart's Been Shattered. Click on the link in the description to find it there.